Hi Virgo, welcome back to the channel. Monica LUVE here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from now until the end of the year. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Virgo, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge, Virgo, is the Queen of Cups. Okay, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Temperance upright. Okay, so for you, Virgo, between now and the end of the year, your biggest challenge here is the Queen of Cups. Could be a water sign you're dealing with, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? Or this can simply be you. But either way, there's some sort of challenge here connected to the Queen of Cups. This could be, you know, dealing with your emotions. This could be, you know, a number of different things, especially with this full moon here, which could be, you know, the lunar eclipse or the solar eclipse. Or, you know, some full moon that's coming up that, you know, may be a part of your challenge. So we're going to talk more about this. We're going to clarify it and get more information for you in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Page of Wands. I do strongly feel, Virgo, in the recent past, you moved into a completely new direction. You started to make plans to move into a new direction here in the past because there was some sort of opportunity that came into your life. And I feel, you know, possibly this could have happened around the blue moon when we had, you know, the last blue moon. And you removed yourself from some sort of situation that led to a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of isolation. I feel like you came out of that and things started to change for you in the past. And we're going to talk more about that when we clarify. Now, in the present moment, you have the Nine of Cups, you have the Tower, and you have the Knight of Cups. So in the present moment with the Tower, there's definitely something here about things changing very, very, very differently in your life. Things are, you know, changing, transforming. I do feel like these are positive changes. And the reason why I say that is because the Nine of Cups is here as well in the present moment, which is indicating to me that something here that's changing or transforming in your life is bringing some sort of fulfillment. This is connected to somebody here that you really love, that you really like. Somebody here sees you in the present moment and it's like you're their everything. Okay. There is this feeling that things, there's a desire here to solidify things. So if you've been dating someone casually recently, I feel like there is going to be some sort of changes with you and this person. And we're going to talk more about that when we clarify. In the near future, you have the Ace of Swords, you have the Moon, and you have the Five of Wands. So there is going to be some sort of truth revealed here in the near future. And I feel like this is happening closer to the end of the year. Now, of course, for many of you, energy is constantly changing. So this could even happen around the eclipses, or it could be connected to the eclipses in some sort of way because the moon is here in the near future. Okay. And it says misinterpretation. So there's something here, and it's interesting because in the middle of that, we have the sign of Pisces, which is the moon card in tarot. So for you, this is connected to your 7th house. So there could be something here about a person that you're connected to in the near future, which is connected to your challenge. There's some sort of truth or something here is revealed, and it may create some sort of chaos or conflict. And this is why it's important that you don't jump to conclusions in the near future, because it might be very easy for you to do that. So we're going to clarify this. We're going to get more information on why this is happening for you and what you need to know in a moment. Now, Virgo, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Temperance. So the Temperance here is indicating for many of you, there's definitely a need to be patient, okay, over the next 3 months. It may be very easy for you to jump to conclusions, do things very quickly, want to solidify things. You're going to want to make sure that you are doing everything in your power to be patient, especially when it comes to your work, when it comes to maybe dealing with certain people. Some of you are choosing to move forward with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I do see you doing that. If you're single right now, new love is is coming in after a very painful ending, okay? There could have been a power struggle that you were dealing with in regards to a situation. There could have been a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You had a lot of issues with this person, and it looks like things are either coming to an end or have come to an end, and there's a new love that's coming in, okay? But when this new love comes in, it's important that you're patient not only with this person, but also with yourself. Okay, so let's get into your reading, Virgo, and let's see what's going on for you. Okay, let's clarify the Queen of Cups, which is your challenge. Okay, so the Queen of Cups, your challenge, Virgo, is clarified by the Strength, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. So your biggest challenge here from now until the end of the year has a lot to do with not giving up on love, not giving up on this opportunity for love that is coming in. There's somebody who is coming into your life, whether they've come into your life already or they are in the process of coming into your life. This could be somebody who has a very strong water energy in their chart, either a rising, a sun, or a moon water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could also be a Leo here. I'm getting a Sagittarius. So your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with, one, being very patient. The reason why this person's coming into your life and you feel like things are difficult or things are taking a very long time, which is what I've been noticing in your readings, that things have not been maybe happening as quick as you want them to. You are being tested, okay? There's a couple of things that Spirit is testing you on, and there's always going to be tests in life, okay? So if anybody thinks that, we're going to be in life and everything's going to be perfect, well, you're living in a fantasy, because nothing is perfect here, okay? We're here to grow and learn. So your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with learning how to be in touch with your emotions and how to deal with them accordingly. Not overreacting to situations or underreacting, but having some sort of balance within your emotions. And this is happening, this solar eclipse is happening in your 12th house, okay? So for many of you, this is about you having a new beginning connected to maybe, your past, looking at your past from a different perspective, maybe from a different emotional perspective. So this person's coming into your life to teach you how to be open to love, how to give and receive love, how to be empathic, okay? And finding the inner strength within you not to give up on certain opportunities and things that come into your life, because some of you give up too quickly on love or on certain projects that you're doing. And this is about you really being in touch with your emotions and your feelings and not rejecting them. Okay. Emotions tend to go up and down. No emotion is streamlined. Some days you have really good days, other days we don't have really good days. So this is about learning to be patient, again, like I said, with yourself, but also with the person that you're pursuing or the person that you're dealing with in general. And when you work on this challenge, you're going to see more progression. You're going to see more of an ability to completely move forward the way that you want to. Okay. And that's your challenge. That's what I'm seeing. Now let's talk about the recent past, Virgo. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. Okay, so the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Magician, the Seven of Wands, and the Justice. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel that you were dealing with somebody here who either they made you feel isolated, they made you feel abandoned, they made you feel alone, okay? Or you went through that experience in some way, shape, or form. I mean, nobody makes us feel anyway. And this is why your challenge is the Queen of Cups, because in the past, you may have felt like, oh, well, this person, they did X, Y, and Z to me, and this is why the way, things turned out. But what you learned here in the past was the Magician energy. This is the first card that came out as a clarifier. So the Magician is somebody who's very powerful. The Magician is somebody who manifests and creates the things that he or she wants. And I think one of the things that you learned in the past was not to be a victim, because it felt very easy to be a victim, to blame others, or to say, oh, the reason why certain things are not working out in my life is because of this person. And I think a lot of you realize that what it came down to for you, Virgo, was a need for you to set boundaries with certain people or certain situations in your life. And when you started to do that, I do feel like things within yourself started to become more balanced, because you actually took control of a situation instead of feeling like a victim. And that's where the opportunity came in the past with the Wheel of Fortune, right? So things turned around for you in the past, even though things looked really bad, or you were isolated, or you felt depressed. There could have been some depression here at one point. You said to yourself, what am I doing? Like, I'm the one that has control and power here. Why aren't I applying my, you know, my skills here in the past? So the Page of Wands is clarified by the Devil in reverse, the Page of Pentacles upright, and the Ten of Swords. So you disconnected from somebody here who was toxic in the past. Could have been an Aquarius. I'm getting a Capricorn, maybe a Taurus here, a Scorpio also I'm getting in the past. So you disconnected from someone, you turned your back on them, and you chose to accept the fact that there was an ending. I do feel like there was an opportunity for you to plant some sort of new seed, to have some, you know, some sort of new cycle here. And even though it was very difficult for you, I think what I'm getting here in the past for you, Virgo, is you accepted something here that, you know, ended very badly. It's like, okay, you know, this ended very badly. I didn't have a great experience with this, but it doesn't mean I stopped living. So one of the beautiful things that I see here in the past for you is you didn't stop living. You continued to move towards a new beginning, planning a new direction. And that's how you took advantage of an opportunity, right? So opportunities are constantly appearing in our lives. It's a matter of whether or not we're tuned into it. And I feel like in the past you were tuned into it and you took some sort of responsibility and you moved forward here in the past. Now, in the present moment, there's a huge transformation that's taking place with the Tower. And we're going to talk about this because, as you can see, the moon is not quite full here yet. So as the moon starts to wane, which is what's happening now, and of course with subsequent, you know, moon phases, you can watch this and apply the moon phases, because this can happen at any time. But, you know, we're creating a date and time for you because we're in the 3D. And, you know, that's how we function, right? So for many of you, the Tower could be something that has already taken place, or it could be in the process of taking place, or it can potentially happen, okay? Because the timelines can be different for you. So let's talk about this change. Now, by the way, I just want to mention, this transformation, this change that's coming into your life is definitely something that you've wanted for quite some time. I don't think it's a bad Tower for you. I mean, the Tower can mean different things depending on the cards that are surrounding it. But there's pretty good cards surrounding this card. So that's a really good thing here. So let's talk more about that. Judgment, the Five of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. So this has a lot to do with the water sign that you're dealing with, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and I'm getting a Leo here as well. So in the present moment, there's a conflict, and the conflict is very much connected to some sort of realization. You or this person, somebody here is coming to this realization, and it's connected to, you know, either you're making this person wait or they're making you wait. And the conflict is a test, really. So if there is a conflict in the present moment, Virgo, it's happening because it's trying to test you and your person to see if this is real. If you're in a connection right now and it's on shaky ground, it's on shaky ground because now is the time to solidify this relationship. So if you're dealing with someone and it's casual, or it's on and off, or you don't know where you stand with this person, this is the issues that are coming in. But the good news here is that this person's showing up, and they eventually want to give love to you, okay? Because I think right now you feel pretty fulfilled within this connection, but something here is bothering you in this person. And I feel it's the fact that the relationship's not really on a solid ground, like it could be more on a solid ground here. So let's talk about this person in the present moment. Tell me more about the Knight of Cups in the present moment for Virgo. So the Knight of Cups is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. You have the World and you have the Ace of Swords. So in the present moment, somebody that you've been dealing with, and this is somebody that you keep giving chance after chance to, or you've been on and off with them, or there really isn't any solidification about the relationship. In the present moment, I do get a strong energy here, Virgo, that you continue to give to this person and give to them and give to them and give to them. And if there's been a lack of reciprocation or a lack of planning for the future, nothing is going to make you more happy than this person actually coming in and giving you, you know, fulfillment, happiness. That's what you're looking for. I think all of us are looking for that at one point in our lives. It might not be now, but at one point we're, you know, probably going to be looking for love, being in a relationship, feeling fulfilled, because none of us want to be alone. So I feel like right now somebody, and this is your person that you're dealing with, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm getting an Aquarius, Leo, or a Taurus, maybe a Gemini here. This person in the present moment, they want to know if it's done, you know, are things done between us? Is it over? Is it done? Or are we planning a new cycle? Some of you are talking right now in the present moment about planning some sort of new cycle with this person. And the new cycle is very much connected to your fulfillment. This is what you're looking for. I want to be fulfilled. I want to feel happy. Because right now, maybe there's some sort of issues within the connection or confusion with the Seven of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So tell me more about the Nine of Cups in the present moment for Virgo. What is it that they need to know? So the Nine of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Four of Swords. Yeah. So you're reevaluating right now in the present moment, what's the best course of action? And I think a lot of you have not made a decision yet, but intuitively, you know what's going to make you happy. And again, this could be wanting a commitment from this person. Some of you are just focusing on yourselves right now in the present moment because some of you went through a breakup or a tower moment. And I'm going to tell you this one thing that I'm seeing here right now. If this person, if you're currently in separation with them now, okay, I do see them coming back around. And this could happen around the full moon, okay, around the eclipses, lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, you know, from between, I would say October and then 6 months from now, because the eclipses take 6 months. And even though this is a reading for, this is a reading for the next 3 months. I still feel like this person's still very much connected to you in some way, shape, or form. You're healing from this person and you haven't really been able to resolve some sort of issue with them. And this is why the Queen of Cups is your challenge, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. This person's eventually going to come back. They're going to want to get clear, Ace of Swords in the world, on whether or not this is done, because they're still connected to you, okay? And then that, of course, connects with the moon in the near future, with the Pisces energy in the middle. And then there's that moon, right, in the present moment with this person. And there's that moon again. So there's something here about the moon, the full moons. If there's a full moon happening in Pisces at some point, or there's something aspecting Pisces, this could be very much connected to your partner, okay? So the conflict that you are having in the present moment with this person, or the conflict that's appearing now, it's going to show up again in the future. And it gets more intense around the full moons, okay? So just watch for the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. This person could come back around. The solar eclipse is happening on the 14th of October, and I believe the lunar eclipse is happening on the 28th of October. So those 2 dates you're going to want to look at, and you're going to want to see what the consecutive moon dates are after that, okay? Because there's going to be some sort of message there for you. So let's talk about this conflict. Why is the conflict showing up in the near future? What is it that Virgo needs to know? You have the Knight of Wands, you have the Page of Swords, and the Empress. Somebody here has trust issues in the near future. Possibly with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I do get a sense here that this person, something may change within them, or they may start to act a little bit erratic. And there's a lot of spying, okay? There's a lot of like questioning and spying, and well, so what about this? What about that? Are we gonna solidify things? Are we not? It's like somebody here is overly busy and doesn't have time. And this is why what you don't see coming, Virgo, is the Temperance, because Spirit is saying is that good things come to those who wait. So even though you want something more from this person, you expect more, you want more from this person, the timing has to be right, okay? So I feel like for you in the near future, there's going to be some sort of clarity from this person about the direction of the relationship, about whether or not, because something, again, I'm just going to say this, for some of you, you may assume this person's cheating or lying. And I don't feel that's the case here, okay? This is connected to a relationship. Some of you are so in love with this person that you don't want to have to compete for them. Now, for others of you, you may decide to walk away or disconnect from this person. But you have to make sure that when and if you do that, make sure you have a valid reason to, because in the near future, the moon is here. And what the cards are indicating to me in the near future is there's a misinterpretation. And the misinterpretation is because it appears as if this person's cheating, or they're, you know, out doing their own thing, and they're not really nurturing you maybe as much as you want them to. So, you know, I do feel that a lot of you are going to be dealing with somebody who's very, they're either very business oriented, or they're in the spotlight, or they have their own business. Somebody here is busy. And, you know, you may need to be patient with this person, right? Temperance is here again in the near future with the Ace of Swords. So somebody here, your person may say, hey, look, like I really want to be with you. I really want this with you, but I'm working, or I need to do X, Y, and Z. So if you're patient and you allow this person to unfold and show you who they truly are, then you're going to have an idea if this is the type of relationship that you want. Because some of you, over the next 3 months, you're questioning this relationship. You're saying, well, is this real or is it just lust? I want to make sure that this person really cares and wants to be with me. So what is being hidden from you in the near future with the moon that you should be consciously aware of? Because the moon is very subtle. It's very subconscious-like. So we're not always aware of it when it shows up. There's that moon again. Yeah, so the confusion and the conflict comes from the fact that somebody here in the near future feels like they're an option, but I feel like that's the complete opposite of what you think or believe. Yes, whoever you're dealing with, yes, they do have options, or maybe you have options. If this is not about a third party and you're saying, well, there's certainly no third party, like both of us love each other, we want to be together. If it's not about a third party or not about other options, this is about getting clear on marriage, because marriage is going to come up in the near future, and it's going to come up very subtly. It's not going to be like, hey, do you want to marry me? Hey, like, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be more like, I've been thinking, am I the only one you're seeing? If I am, we've been together for quite some time. I think we should have this talk now. Like, that's what I feel is going to come in. So if you are patient, understanding, understanding, overstanding, and not willing to give up, I see this turning into something great. So by the end of the year, you're talking about marriage, you're talking about commitment. Some of you have already committed, or you're already engaged, okay? So this is what I see transpiring. And the Seven of Swords is at the bottom of the deck again. So again, trust issues are gonna come up. That's gonna be one of your challenges as well. So you're gonna wanna make sure that you're really clear on what you want with this person, okay? Because that's gonna come up. And this is coming up because, like I've said to everybody, when the solar eclipse is in Libra, Libra is highlighting our relationships. Are they real? Are they not real? Are they satisfying us? Are they not? What's our role in the relationship, etc.? So let's get some advice for you, Virgo. What's the advice? The advice for you is the Death, the Two of Cups, and the Chariot. Your biggest piece of advice here is to recognize relationships in your life over the next 3 months that are going to be changing and transforming. Some of you are going to end relationships if you haven't already. The advice here is to end a relationship if it hasn't been satisfying you, if it hasn't been giving you what you need. This is about recognizing what needs to change within your relationships in order to move forward, okay? Because a lot of you want to move forward. You want to move forward in a relationship that's stable, that's solid, where, somebody appreciates you, cares about you, acknowledges you. And the only way that can truly happen, Virgo, is when you recognize the things that need to change or be released within your relationships. Some of you may say to yourself, you know what? The relationship that I'm in now, I'm not being respected, or I'm not getting a commitment from this person. Maybe it's time for me to end this relationship and move towards something that does. If you're in a relationship that's amazing and great right now, some of you may say, hey, these are the things that we need to change in order to improve our relationship. Either way, between now and the end of the year, the biggest piece of advice for you is to recognize what needs to come to an end within a relationship so that your relationship can move forward, so it can stop feeling stagnant, so it can stop feeling like it's not moving forward the way it needs to. Something here needs to change. I think you already know what that is. Once you identify what you need to release within a certain relationship that you're involved in, that's when it's going to seem like things are a lot more clear, and you're going to finally be able to move forward in the direction that you've always wanted to, okay? So Virgo, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.